Hey y'all, it's DJ Kitty.
And Miss Morningstar.
And you are tuned into Our Plugs, a community connection where culture, commerce, and community come together on one powerful platform.
Absolutely. This is a show that connects Black and minority-owned businesses, nonprofit organizations, entrepreneurs, community leaders, and change makers all in one place. We don't just talk, we build, we uplift, and we plug you into the resources that help our community grow.
Yep. From business ownership and financial empowerment to mental health, education, arts, culture, and justice. This is a space where real conversations meet real solutions.
I know that's right. So wherever you're listening, whether it's from home, at work, or on the move, stay locked in because you're officially plugged into Our Plugs, the community connection.
Now let's get into today's show. Good morning, Holly Springs, Mississippi. Good morning, Memphis, Tennessee. And good morning to our radio listening audience. I also want to say good evening to our family and friends on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being a part of our conversation. We appreciate you all. So today is our mental health check-in. We've got our sisters here, Mrs. Jack and Counselor Nikki, and they are filling in as our guest co-host as Miss Morningstar is home enjoying being loved on by her mom and dad and catching up with old friends and family and having a good time. And she's missed already, but I want her to enjoy herself. And in the meantime and in between times, I have my beautiful other sisters, my chosen sisters, here with me this morning. Good morning, ladies. Miss Jack, you got to come off mute, honey.
Good morning.
So used to being on mute.
I know. All right, so turn your volume down. Okay, perfect.
I heard it.
All righty. So we've got our two beautiful sisters filling in as guest co-hosts. I'm going to go ahead and start off on the right track and remind you guys to drink your 16 ounces of water every morning as soon as you wake up. Now, if you're curious about that sound you're hearing, that is my stainless steel cup designed by Mrs. Jack. Go to Sparkle Kicks. You can find her items in Our Plugs Community Connection in our directory, and you can also find them on her Etsy.
Yes, it's on it.
Right. Yes, ma'am. All right, 16 ounces of water. Take your morning medication. Take your vitamins, please, because your health is wealth. And of course, eat you a delicious breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. All right, so in Miss Morningstar's absence, I'm going to pull 8 cards because it's easier for me to pull affirmation cards than to try and find something on the internet. I think that's 8. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, one more. All right, so we're going to get started with these affirmations. Today I feel worthy. Today I will accept all the wonderful things in this life. I know that's right. And in this lifetime and the next, I always want to be a Black woman. Amen. Amen.
Amen.
If I'm putting in requests, I want to be a dark-skinned Black woman, as dark as Nikki's shirt. I want to be dark as they come. Okay, darker than dark. Today I am confident. Today I am who I am, and I am capable of doing anything that I put my mind to. Absolutely, absolutely. Today I am brilliant. Well, yeah, that's every day. But today, every day, today, every idea I have is creative, thoughtful, and full of potential. And you better say that every day. Today I will see the possibilities, okay? Today, anything is possible. My heart is open to any and all possibilities. All possibilities. Like winning the lottery. Today, baby. Today
I received that.
Accepting. Today I will open my heart and listen with an open mind to new ideas and opportunities. Yes, because we don't know it all. And the world works better when we work together. Bars. Today I feel optimistic. Today, I will see the beauty and goodness in the hearts of every person I interact with. Well, some people it's going to be harder than others, but I'm going to try. When I see the ones that I think are going to give me trouble, I'm just going to walk the other direction. But again, let me read it again. Today, I will see the beauty and goodness in the hearts of every person I interact with. So if you don't feel like they're going to be a good person, just walk the other way. Don't interact with them. It's that simple. Today, I am energetic. Today, I am filled with an incredible energy and enthusiasm to face this beautiful day. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I sure am. And last but not least, today I am persistent. Today, nothing will stop me from accomplishing my goals. Nothing will stand in the way of my happiness. You better say that. Yes.
That takes mental strength right there. That is an active one. You have to actively work at that one all day. Okay.
Yeah. All day.
All day.
Let me tell you, when they try and test you, baby.
All day.
All day. That's when you guys remember these affirmations, because we're being tested daily and often. Daily and often. Every day we turn on the TV or we look at the news and it's something else. Daily and often. Some people stop going to Walmart. If Walmart's going to be all that, please stop going.
If Walmart is your trigger, stay out of Walmart.
Right. You can order stuff. You can order it online. Order your groceries online.
Order online. You don't even have to get out your car. Just drive up and they bring the groceries to you. Just don't do it. Because a lot is happening at Walmart and I don't understand it. Anywho,
it's so easy to go. You know, sometimes you go places that you're just used to going. You don't even realize that it's delivery until you get there and be like, I'm irritated. I could have done this at home. Do it at home.
When you make it a habit, it just eases the tension in your mind. It really does. Because shopping in the stores, you're around different people, different vibes, different love. Germs, all of that. Anywho, let's hop into this weather. So today, Holly Springs, you have a high of 88, a low of 72. Feels like 94 during the day, 71 at night with a 38% chance of rain. It is going to be partly cloudy with scattered thunderstorms. Winds are out of the west-southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And humidity will be high during the day, very high at night. It's going to be hot. Drink you some water. Man. Memphis, Tennessee. Today you have a high of 89, a low of 76. Feels like 96 during the day, 78 at night with a 57% chance of rain. Partly cloudy, scattered thunderstorms. Winds are out of the west-southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Humidity, once again, is high during the day and very high at night. Muggy. I hate it. It feels like sweat's just rolling down. No, never mind. Anywho, let's get into it. Houston, hot Houston.
Yes.
Today we have a high of 96, a low of 78. Feels like 104 degrees during the day. Keep your hands down, Nikki. Do not praise this weather. 78 at night with a 24% chance of rain. There's going to be straight showers.
So it's going to be hot rain.
Hot and raining. Okay, 104 degrees and raining. That's childish.
That is very childish.
Listen, if it's not lightning, put your little swimsuit on and go on outside and just be in it. Just go.
That is dirty.
I'm gonna answer that in just 1 second. Winds are out of the southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour, and humidity is high all day. It's like a soup kitchen. Now, Nikki, I would not advise anybody to go and swim in the rain because you never know when lightning will strike. So it's best to not swim in the rain. I'm just saying. I'm
saying get you go outside and just let the rain fall on you. Put your hair in a ponytail, just go in a circle in the rain. Yeah, just feel it.
While you're grounding. And let me tell you, as soon as we're done recording, guess where I'm going? To the pool. I gotta jump in because it's hot. I feel like I am suffocating. Anywho, that is your weather for today.
It's hot.
I'm here for it.
I'm in Georgia. I woke up and it was 72, and then I had to go and mail something, and it was 96 this afternoon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, hot. Anyway, yeah,
it's breath away.
It's hot everywhere. I honestly feel like the earth is sick of us. Tired.
Trying to burn us off of here.
Everybody go sit down. Everybody go get in the house and sit.
Yeah.
If we make it hot enough, they'll go sit down somewhere. Yeah.
Right.
That's what I think.
Tired. The world's tired of us, plain and simple. All right, so let's get into some news that you can use. I wanted to start with some good news.
Okay. 2,200
new manufacturing jobs for Mississippi, Marshall County. The governor is saying he's got 2,200 new jobs to Mississippi. The state governor said on Tuesday, according to the post on his Facebook page, Mississippi Governor Tate Reeves announced that Jabil, who describes themselves as engineering, supply chain, and manufacturing company that enables the world's leading products brand, is set to bring in 2,200 new jobs to a 1.5 million square foot complex in Marshall County. Y'all, look, get your resumes together and go and apply. Yes. Reeves said the company would be making a $119 million investment in the venture. All right, so they're going to invest in themselves and in the folks in Mississippi. This is good news.
Right.
Really
Yes. Good. Investments like this is why Mississippi has one of the hottest job markets in America. That's what Reeves says. I got to look it up because, politicians lie. And I don't know. He may be saying hottest job market, but we got to fact check when it comes to Republicans. I said what I said.
Every time.
So that is some good news for our family and friends in Mississippi. Let me go ahead. Let's swap out. Mr. Jack, do you have something about national news? What has he done?
I don't think y'all are ready for this story.
Lord have mercy. Let me get my coffee. Go ahead.
Now, I'm from North Carolina and I'm thoroughly embarrassed. Okay. So, this man, I would say, completely lost his mind. In Thomasville, North Carolina, a man impersonating a law enforcement officer.
Oh, he wanted to go to jail.
Was armed with 2 flamethrowers.
What is he doing with the flamethrower?
Right. 2
crossbows.
Crossbows? Does he think he's Rambo? What?
A pepper ball launcher.
What?
What is a pepper ball launcher?
I don't know.
Let me look it up. Keep going.
And multiple knives. When he showed up during Sunday church service, North Carolina investigators say the discovery was made around 10:15 a.m. Sunday in the parking lot of Wesley Memorial Church in High Point, North Carolina, according to the High Point Police Department. His name is William S. Milliken III.
That's why he act like that, because his name is Milliken.
44 years old, was arrested after someone called 911 to report an armed man dressed in camouflage.
Lord, oh my goodness.
Was sitting in a truck, officials say. The officers prevented a potentially dangerous situation from escalating and helped ensure everyone attending church services could return home safely. We also want to thank the community members who recognized a potential danger and had the courage to speak up. Milliken is charged with felony possession of a weapon of mass destruction.
3 of them.
Right.
Misdemeanor impersonating a law enforcement officer.
That's only a misdemeanor?
Yes.
Right.
And possession of a controlled substance.
He had to be out of his mind. He had to be on the moon thinking he was going to. And why are you going to the church?
He might have some Molotov cocktails.
Baby, you was at church. You showed up to a church to conduct whatever you were going to conduct with 2 flamethrowers and 2 crossbows, sir. You can't even hold
and a pepper ball launcher.
Pepper ball launcher. We're gonna have to search that. Anybody in the chat know what that is? Tell me that ain't crazy.
What, Lord? I know.
So he can only use one thing at a time.
Yeah.
So he was going. Them folks at the church house wasn't gonna be playing with him. He was gonna be tackled before he got anything else off. You can only use one thing at a time.
Yeah.
What did he think he was gonna do with the flamethrowers, though? Where do you buy flamethrowers?
2 of them. I would like to know.
I would like to know.
Yeah, because they don't sell those at Walmart. They don't sell them in regular places.
They don't sell them on Amazon. Where do you
the black market, the dark web?
With weapons of mass destruction. Come on, that's what we charge other countries at wartime. Like, this man was ready to go all out. And why? You must have had it out in your truck where everybody could see it, because people walking by was like, wait a minute, what you got in there for the call the popo? Let me see, Sarah, come out here. This man got some.
I have so many questions. Like, number one, not trying to be funny, but was it a black church or a white church? The reason why I ask is, if it was a black church, it could actually qualify as a hate crime, because why are you going to a black church? And I know this is a white man. This is nothing that a black man would ever do.
It might have been a black church, because they reported out of Rock Hill, South Carolina.
And that's, yeah. Did they say the name of the church?
But it's in Thomasville, North Carolina. The church is named, yes, it does have the name of the church. Hold on.
Let me look it up. I got questions.
Okay.
A lot of questions. Like, when you gonna get started, I don't know what was you gonna do? Because you was gonna get hurt, sir.
What were you first?
It is Wesley Memorial Church in High Point, North Carolina.
And then a pepper ball, like, what does the pepper ball do? Like, is it like pepper spray? Like, what is that?
I don't know what the pepper ball. No, this is not.
I need to Google to see what it says.
I Googled it, and no, this was a big church. It looks like a Catholic church or Protestant or something like that. It's a huge church.
Well, look what he brought with him. He knew he needed a lot, because it's a big church, so he needed a lot of firepower, obviously.
But you by yourself, like, what you gonna do into that big old church by yourself?
Wait a minute, time out. I missed something. Because listen, you are dressed in camouflage at 10 o'clock.
That's why I called the police at the church house. At the church house.
Like, that was their sign. Sir, 911. He's outside. He's got on camouflage. Yeah. And I think we are in danger.
Danger.
I seen
911.
I seen 2 weapons I can't even describe. I don't even know what it is.
I know that they're weapons. Right. I don't know what they are, but I'm sure that they are weapons.
Well, right. There's a few knives in there. That's all I know.
I'm scared.
I forgot about the knives, because I'm a flamethrower and the 2 crossbows.
2 crossbows.
What are you gonna do? Stand there with
That's what I'm saying. You can't even use all that at one time together. Like, you can't.
I said that today. I'm like, what is he gonna put one down, pick the other one up, then put that down, pick the flamethrower back up? He was ready to burn them and stab them and
all of that. Today is our mental health day, and this is a great story. And maybe he needs some mental health. He needs some mental something. Needs to happen, because
to be where he is, arrested. That's where he needs. That's what he needs. Maybe he can get it in there, but he don't need to be let out no more. He don't need to be let out of jail.
He needs to stay exactly where he's at for forever.
Those are federal charges.
They need to find out where he got that flamethrower, for real, because I really want to know.
That is true.
And that pepper ball launcher. I don't even know where you can get that.
The pepper ball launcher, I saw that on Amazon. I did look at it.
Did you?
Get that? You can get that on Amazon.
You can buy one on Amazon. Lord Jesus.
Yeah, you can buy it on Amazon. You sure can. I just seen it, but I wouldn't suggest it. I don't think anybody should do that. I don't think anybody should get any type of weapons. Protect yourselves as the law allows, but weapons of mass destruction, no. That's a hard no.
Yeah.
Ladies, let's take a quick commercial, a big one. Let's take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, I wanted to give you guys an update on the use of force policy following the shooting of our 1-year-old baby. So I wanted to give you guys an update on that. Okay. You are listening to Our Plugs of Community Connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
Advertising with Our Plugs. The Community Connection opens doors to a whole new ballgame. Radio advertising is affordable, powerful, and puts your business directly in front of the people who want to support you. Plus, customers can easily find and connect with you anytime through our online directory. If you're ready to grow your brand, expand your reach, and stay connected to the community, sign up today. Visit ourplugs.com and register now. That's ourplugs.com. Plug into your community.
Life can be overwhelming, but you don't have to face it alone. Join us for honest conversations about mental health, healing, relationships, self-care, and everyday challenges that we all face. No judgment, just real conversation, real people, and practical tools to help you heal, grow, and thrive, because your mental health matters, and so do you. Join Miss Jack and Counselor Nikki Tuesdays, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on all Our Plugs social media platforms and on WKRA The Change Radio, 9 a.m. on Wednesday. Mommy-daughter duo, Counselor Nikki and Addie, want to welcome you to the Sparkleverse, where every child has a light that is uniquely their own. Through heartwarming adventures like in Addison Sparkle, unforgettable characters and everyday moments like in Kai Finds a Spark, children learn bravery, resilience, and the power of believing in themselves. Find us at CompassionCreationsPress.com and at OurPlugs.com. Hope we help you find your sparkle.
Welcome to a world that sparkles. You have found your one-stop shop. Sparkle Kicks has everything to outfit you from head to toe. Well, not everything, but close. From crochet hats, to sassy tees, to our custom blinged-out Crocs and sneakers, we have it all. You can even customize your home with our resin art. Whether it's a custom set of coasters or K-cup holder, handmade dominoes, or your kid's very own custom tic-tac-toe board, we are here for you. We are located on Etsy, Our Plugs LLC, and the TikTok shop.
Carter's Caring Hands is here to serve the communities here in Kalamazoo, Grand Rapids, Battle Creek, as well as Southfield, Michigan. We also go out into the unhoused community, serve the community with care bags. Low-income families, our senior citizens, and our veterans with fresh food baskets each and every day, because no one should choose medication over food. We are here to serve you. Your community is our community, and our community is one community. From our hands to your hand.
Fall's fashion is finally here at Morningstar Boutique by Tam. From soft, cozy sweaters to stylish cardigans, whether you're heading to work, brunch, or date night, we have the perfect look waiting for you. Check us out at ourplugs.com for your style needs, where style meets confidence.
And we are back. You are listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. All right, so I wanted to give you guys an update. So in Satoba, Mississippi, Fox 13 is continuing to push for answers in the shooting death of a baby at the hands of Senatoba Police. The city provided Fox 13 with Senatoba Police Department's use of force policy, which includes a section on shooting at a moving vehicle. The section shows that officers are instructed that bullets may not stop a moving vehicle and could endanger others. You think?
Common sense.
As previously reported, Officer Hunter Foster shot into a shoplifting suspect's car, killing 1-year-old Cohen Wiley. Number one, they can stop saying, they did suspect her of shoplifting, although she was not. Anywho, however, when Centenobia police did share the use of force policy, they have not released any body cam footage. Why not?
Because first of all, they know that they're not supposed to shoot into a moving vehicle. There's no way to get around you doing that. The body cam footage is just going to prove that you just did the wrong thing. You know, you first of all, they didn't shoot at you. They didn't aim a car at you. This is not how you stop a shoplifting suspect. If you didn't even prove that she was a shoplifter first, you didn't prove she did a crime. So everything you did was suspected. Speculation based off of whatever the employees told you. They're not going to release it till after because they never want to incriminate themselves. But shooting
over Pampers, but not only over Pampers, P, but she had a receipt.
Yeah, but even if she did steal them, that is not. That's still not appropriate.
Pampers.
That's
you
still not appropriate.
Exactly, because you could actually steal something, take off, running out the store. They still can't just shoot you.
Right. That's where them pictures come. Yeah. They put your picture up on the wall and say, you know, this person can't come back in here, or what? I mean,
wall of shame.
Anything that should have been done.
Yes.
No matter what happened.
Anything and everything. P says, but the point is it came down to Pampers. No, let me tell you what the point is. The point is that she was a Black woman. They were two Black women. Because I guarantee you, if she were white, we wouldn't even be talking about this story.
Yes, we would. We would be talking about it's a doggone shame how they unalived that woman's child. They would be saying,
no, first of all, they wouldn't have unalived her child.
Yeah.
If it were white
I'm saying, had that happened, had they actually unalived her child, they would put it all over the news.
What? Yes, it would be all over the news. And it would be outraged like it was when the young man lost his life when they were standing up for ICE and the young lady lost her life. However, we know that in this country, they don't value our lives. And that's not at all. And that is why we
minority
must pull together. Yes, that's why we must pull together and band together because they do not value us. They don't. No. And if you find yourself in a situation where it's fight or flight, pray, because at this point, you gotta make it home. And that's all I'm thinking. I gotta make it home.
It seems like everyday situations are becoming fight or flight. It seems you can't even relax good. You could just be minding your business and all of a sudden this is just not the day for you to be outside minding your business. Something happens and they always talk about it differently. You know, they want to, on the Black and brown people, I dig up all the dirt I can, all the stuff that they used to do in kindergarten and you know, high school, everything that they did, their mama did, their grandma did. But with everybody else, it's like, no, this person was an upstanding person. Like, wait a minute, because they got a criminal record this long. We're not going to talk about that part. We're just going to talk about how they weren't doing anything wrong and they were really nice.
Unfortunately, this is a country where it's us and it's them. And I hate to even say that because it should never be like this. It should be humans, period.
I hate that.
Humans.
I hate that we are sometimes the only ones that see that. I know some people say they don't, but they do. But then there are actual people who don't see that there are two justice systems. And I don't mean separate races one. I'm saying the Black people have one, everybody else has a separate one. Just like Nikki was saying, they have been conditioned, the United States has been conditioned to show if it's a white man that takes out his whole family, they are showing family pictures of him and his wife
and humanizing him.
Wonderful times.
Yes, and humanizing him.
But if a Black man
can have empathy.
Right. If a Black man gets killed, they will show his mugshot still. They find the worst pictures and he's the victim. But that is how it's done, you know. So you're right. We do have two different justice systems and they do show us, and that's what keeps people not getting along with us and not liking us, because they show us as violent. We know statistics say otherwise, and it's crazy.
Statistics. I mean, you can't. People lie. Numbers don't. Plain and simple. People lie. Fair sentencing doesn't happen in America for
Absolutely not.
black people of color.
No.
I'm just going to say it. Fair sentencing, it doesn't happen. Unfortunately, again, there's always been a discussion about whether or not we should have segregated, state separate. I truly believe that if we had stayed separate, our lives wouldn't be like this.
They wouldn't. They would have got tired of burning it down eventually, because the problem is not us. We can sit and exist without having interfering with seeing what other people are doing. We don't have to go out and see, what are you doing? Why are you here? We're not that inquisitive. We are content with minding our own business, but other people are not content with us being content minding our own business. So that's when other people step in and interrupt our business, and now we have to be bothered. We are absolutely fine with existing by ourselves. I don't have a problem with it. If they would have left it like it was, then we could see the differences.
If they had left it like it was, we wouldn't have to deal with what we deal with today. I really and truly believe that. Some people were like, oh, well, we wanted to be inclusive. Why? Why be inclusive? Why want to include yourself in a situation that you're not welcome? My mom always told me, don't stick around when you feel like you're not welcomed.
Absolutely.
They don't welcome us at all. So why stick around? Why do that? Why?
I think that a lot of segregation came, desegregation came around because it was such a huge inequality in services and things that we had versus what they were being given by the government or different agencies. So it was trying to give us a more equal playing field. And I think that's what initially it was about. Now I feel like it's just more of, like you said, we can mind our own business. We can do our thing.
There's a jealousy in there.
Yeah. But definitely, they would have definitely been coming over, trying to burn it down more. Everything we have has been burnt down. And we keep building it bigger and better.
Right. Because it's so easy to say, we wish you guys would just go do your own thing. We wouldn't bother you at all until it actually happens. That's why I said they would have to get tired of burning it down for it to actually happen. It's easier said than done. But I have one more story.
Go ahead, sis.
And
I'm gonna say this till the day I leave this earth. We should have never, ever participated in this. Period. It's eliminating the problem. Go ahead. Do
y'all remember the Karen Reed case? It was in Massachusetts, and she was accused of killing her ex-boyfriend in the snow or hitting him with the bumper of her truck, and she got acquitted from that. And they had all these text messages come out between the officers.
No, girl, you're in a true crime junkie.
Yes.
So I don't remember.
So y'all gotta look at that, right? So what happened was, the officers were threatening her, calling her names on messages, and they're the ones supposed to be investigating because the officer was her friend. Their friend. She killed technically a police officer, but it was her ex-boyfriend. She said she didn't see him and he was drunk. It's a lot that happened. But in the course of discovery, when you have a trial, you get to look at the phones of the police officers. And so that's where they found the messages. They were calling her all kind of names, and some of that led to her being acquitted. But also they started finding other things in these messages. So this is the headline. This is by attorney Ben Crump. It says corrupt Massachusetts state officer Michael Proctor text messages leaked showing him encouraging his officers to respond slowly to a crash because the victim was Black. So the story goes, former Massachusetts police officer Michael Proctor is facing renewed scrutiny after Karen Reed's lawsuit revealed a series of racist, sexist, and disturbing text messages allegedly exchanged between Proctor and former Canton Police Sergeant Sean Good. According to the lawsuit, one message showed him talking about a multi-car crash in Canton and allegedly telling him not to rush because a Black person was involved. The message reportedly said, "Take your time and let them die.
Mhm.
The lawsuit argues the text shows a pattern of bias and misconduct among officers connected to the Karen Reed investigation. And lastly, the messages became public through court filings tied to Reed's civil lawsuit against them, because she has her own lawsuit against them for
As she
falsely
should.
accusing her, and against the state police. She was acquitted in 2025 in the death of Boston police officer John O'Keefe. Claims that law enforcement officials framed her and that the department failed to properly supervise officers who showed clear racial and gender bias. If y'all want to search that on YouTube, search the Karen Reed case, and you will see them officers go in there and act like they don't know nothing about nothing, reading their text message like, yeah, I said that. It sounds bad. They just slow. Proctor had already been fired from the Massachusetts State Police after inappropriate texts about Reed surfaced during her criminal case. Canton officer has resigned amid the internal affairs investigation connected to the messages. That case will send y'all down a rabbit hole to see what they tried to do to this lady. Like, her first trial ended in a mistrial. So then they came back and retried her. And just listening to, y'all know I watch court TV, listening to them read the messages was crazy. So apparently all this came out, and they actually were saying, hey, them was black people in that car accident. Take your time, let them die. Again, with our minority mental health, because these are some of the things that we have to deal with. Nobody does. It was on your news. Oh, see.
You know it's very frustrating, because why would you take your time if you're an officer of the law? Why would you take your time to go and assist? You're supposed to protect and serve.
I said that. Their whole job, if you sign up to be a police officer, right? You can't pick and choose who you want to help and who you want to save.
But some of these people are drawn to these jobs and drawn to the military because they have that God complex. You know what I mean? I get to decide what happens. I'm the end all be all. I got your life or death in my hands.
Yes, they think that they're the judge, jury, and executioner.
Yeah.
My thing is, most police officers that have this mental disorder, because I think that any cruelty is, you've got to be mentally disturbed, and this is how I see them. You have to be mentally disturbed.
Y'all got to go on YouTube and look at what we're looking at, please.
You have to be mentally disturbed.
You know what else you have to be? You also have to be inhumane. You have to be morally bankrupt to be that kind of officer, to not be able to disconnect your hatred and your racist from your job, your duty to go save a life, or at least intervene and try to get to them. But you are so evil that you tried to stop other people from trying to help. You told your fellow officers, which they felt comfortable enough to say that to them, to tell them, hey, slow down, don't rush, let them pass away. There's no way they should ever be a police officer ever again. And they should be charged and fired too, but charged with whoever may have passed away in that car crash.
These people don't care. I am of the assumption, not even assumption, I know deep in my heart that they just don't care.
They don't.
You know, and we have got to stop trying to, well, I know that we don't, but that assimilation, trying to be a part of someone, go to work, do your job, because that's what you get paid to do.
Exactly.
But for your own mental health and stability, I try and stay far away from it. Look, what am I, let me pull out my affirmation card again, because we talked about this on my affirmation card.
Man, your business.
Because, you know, because
no, T-Wiz, not you and your husband, some of them, because some of them give the good ones a bad rap, and sometimes we have to talk about that too, because you do have some good police officers, and they are ruined completely. The image is ruined completely by the bad ones. The reason that the bad ones are so, it's worse because you don't hold them accountable. The good
Right.
ones saying, hey, could y'all put these ones out? They're making us look bad. And they
bad.
have enough
They
of that.
have that bond, that brother in blue bond. My dad was a police officer. So I'm
Mhm.
not just talking about them. I lived with my look. It is what it is. If you're I'm with you when you're right, and I'm not with you when you're wrong. I'm gonna read this again because it holds true today. I feel optimistic. Today I will see the beauty and goodness in the hearts of every person I interact with. Those who you can see when they look like demons. You can see, I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. I've watched. We've all been watching these videos of people arguing. I'm not about to argue with you. I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna walk away not only for your safety, but for my mental health, because it's very triggering. And after a while, people snap.
Yes.
You can only do so much. You can only deal with so much.
Right. And you have no outlets. You don't know where to go. And all you know is anger. You only know one way to vent your frustration. And now it's a blow up, right? Sometimes people ego won't allow them to walk away. I'm real good at walking away. I just won't turn my back on you because I don't trust you. But I'm not going to stand there and have an argument with you. I will stand there and what do you want to do?
I'm gonna walk away.
I'm not
gonna walk away from you because I don't have time for that. I don't. My patience, I'll tell you in a minute, stop talking to me. Stop talking, because that's the only way. Sometimes you know where your life is going, and I'm not where I used to be, and I know where I'm going in life, and I don't want. You got to keep thinking in your mind that the devil is busy, and if he can deter us from following in our purpose and in the right footsteps, he will. And so he throws people in the way to get us off track. I refuse to give you that type of power over me. I'm walking away. You can call me what you want, spell my name right, and don't put your hands on me, because if you put your hands on me, I'm gonna let you know I
got a problem.
Period.
Exactly.
But that's the thing, in today's world, unfortunately, people are so happy that they feel like they don't have to hide how they really feel anymore. So they just pick at people all day. You know what I mean? And it's like they just look for situations. Like, leave people alone.
They feel like there's more hatred. I feel like there's more hatred going on right now because of this administration, and
it is
towards Black and brown people. And we don't have anybody that is trying to tone it down. So when you don't tone something down and you feel like, and you exude the fact that you want them to come, you don't try to stop it. They look at you like, oh, okay, I can be more hateful and go out and bother people. And we got people like Jake Lang. Why would you go to the BET Awards, nor you're racist, going out there with signs about Black fathers and stuff like that? And it's like, we have to understand this is why we have a different type of mental health just for minorities. We deal with so much that other people don't. And we are like in a group by ourselves. Black people are different. We get treated differently.
And it has never stopped.
Yes.
It has never stopped.
Never. It never stops, and it comes from every direction, even though, again, statistics prove every hate crime against every other race in this country is committed by white men, not us. Yeah. But they see us as the problem, and they treat us as such. So when we send our children out into these streets, we have to talk to them and say, hey, look, you're going to be treated a little bit different. You don't have the luxury of going out here and cussing out the police and yelling and screaming and using your hands. And even if you talk with your hands, put them in your pockets, because then people going to perceive it as a threat. And we have to say things kind of jokingly, but it's real serious. Like, don't be waving your hands at the police. They're going to
they're going to see it as a threat.
They will get scared of you. Even though you're a teenager, you're a teenage Black man, you look like a man to them, So
they're weak. I mean, we're dealing with people who have weak minds, and they're scary, plain and simple. If you weren't so weak and so scary, why are you so bothered about Black people?
Stop doing stuff with Black people, and you don't have to worry about it. Leave them alone.
I'm confused on why they even attempt to be police officers when you are scared of people. They said that the most dangerous call for police officers is a domestic violence situation.
Mhm.
That's not for us.
That's not.
We can call the police ourselves for a situation to help us and still get taken out of here.
Yeah.
And that's the sad part. Even when you just think about like mental health, like, you know, Black and brown people, we don't even want to call the police when we're in situations.
No.
Or
Because
if we
you
see
don't
something
know if
happen,
you're
we
gonna
want to try to help. We don't want to call the police because
No.
they're going to come after you.
We have no situation where we can say, okay, now when you call them, we got to go all outside and sit on the porch with our hands on our laps and don't make no sudden movements, and still something might happen. We could be sitting there looking like nuns and still we're going to be the threat. Well, they spoke to me too loud. They was aggressive. And, you know, that's another thing we have to think about. We're looked at as the aggressor, loud, and the words change for us.
It's not true. And it's very frustrating when you really think about it. It's extremely frustrating. My StreamYard is frozen. So what I'm going to do, you guys keep talking. Let's go ahead and hop onto some of the statistics, some of the information that you guys have put together for mental health. And I'll be right back into the studio. Keep going.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I have the definition.
Okay.
Of what minority mental health focuses on. Minority mental health focuses on the unique, systemic, and I'm glad it has the word systemic in it, cultural and socioeconomic challenges faced by racial and ethnic minorities. In Georgia, finding care from culturally competent providers who understand your specific background is vital to overcoming barriers like stigma and lack of representation. And I live in Georgia, so when I did my search, that's why I pulled up Georgia. So yes, it focuses on our systemic, cultural, and socioeconomic challenges. And that's what we were just discussing earlier. The systemic, it has been passed down from generation to generation to generation. And when we say systemic, that means it is built into the system. We were already talking about earlier that we have two different justice systems. There was a police made just to catch Black people when we were slaves.
Yes.
It did not change. They are always looking for us. They were looking to catch runaway slaves. We never had the chance to sit on juries. So most juries were all white. Sometimes they still were all white juries. Go ahead, Nikki.
I was going to say, and some more reasons why that matters too is if you think about in many of our Black and brown communities, there's higher levels of chronic stress, discrimination, racism, historical trauma, like you were saying, the systemic trauma, language barriers, financial barriers, and limited access to culturally responsive providers, which you were talking about just as a whole. I know for me, I've had a lot of people with me being where I'm located, there's not a lot of therapists who are African-American, who are Black or brown. So I get people who are, African-American, people who are Latino, who are like, I just want somebody who's Black or brown because they'll understand, and I won't have to tell them the history behind why I feel like I feel today. Like they feel like they can't start to heal or talk about what's really wrong right now because I got to go back to here and explain to you why I'm so upset about this. Whereas someone else who is Black or brown will understand why I'm upset about this without me going back and reaching to history to explain to you what's wrong. Right. So that I think I hear that a lot.
So they don't feel like they have to come to you and say, okay, first let me teach you what a Black person goes through first. Yeah. I got to get through this 20 minutes of our session teaching you my life and then hope you understand it and then be able to let you help me.
Yeah, it's hard to have advice when you haven't lived that experience. It's hard to give advice. It's hard to speak with others when you don't live that. You've never lived that life. Or you can't relate to it, and I think that is a lot of the issues that's going on. We always say, how can people not see racism? They haven't lived that life. And I swear it's a choice. You have a choice to see what you want to see. You have a choice, you have a choice to turn on the TV and see what's going on. You have a choice to do your research, or you have a choice to stay in your bubble. And a lot of people decide to stay in their bubble until it directly affects them. When food start getting cut, a lot of white people woke up because who gets the majority of food stamps, Miss Jack?
White women.
Okay. All right. Let's take a quick commercial break. I just wanted to bring that to y'all attention. You are listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
Advertising with Our Plugs. The Community Connection opens doors to a whole new ballgame. Radio advertising is affordable, powerful, and puts your business directly in front of the people who want to support you. Plus, customers can easily find and connect with you anytime through our online directory. If you're ready to grow your brand, expand your reach, and stay connected to the community, sign up today. Visit ourplugs.com and register now. That's ourplugs.com. Plug into your community.
What's up, everybody? Scott Cologne, District Attorney and candidate for the United States Senate for the great state of Mississippi. I had a great time talking about my campaign with the crew at the Community Connection morning radio show. I'm running because Mississippi matters. Our families are paying more for less, and our rural hospitals are under serious threat. I spent my career fighting for my community, and I'll bring that same fight to Washington. Folks in the Holly Springs area and the worldwide should check out our convo and visit cologneforsenate.com because Mississippi matters.
Remember, Iran doesn't have a choice in a lot of this because we destroyed so much. And I'll give you a quick math equation. Okay, maybe they do end up getting $20 billion, let's say. Let's say we're still $300 to $500 billion ahead, considering we destroyed their Navy, destroyed their Air Force, destroyed all those nuclear facilities I already spoke about, their steel manufacturing, their drone manufacturing, and so many other things. We destroyed all that and closed their ports. We're pretty far ahead.
So we destroyed everything, and we're going to pay them to rebuild it all, pay them to open the strait that was already open for free. And at the same time, people here in the district can't afford to eat, can't afford their health care, and can't afford rent. Got it. If that don't make sense to you either, please consider supporting my campaign. Go to BernardTaylorForCongress.com. Let's bring some change here to Florida.
Hello, everybody. My name is Monica Meeks. I'm a wife, a mom, and a soldier for life. And I'm running for the 19th Judicial District Circuit Court Clerk for Montgomery and Robertson County in Tennessee. I am so grateful for Our Plug, LLC, for giving me an opportunity to share my platform and explain why I'm running for office. Early voting is July 17th through August 1st, with the final day of voting on August 6, 2026. I'm an independent candidate, and I appreciate your support.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mara Keller, retired Army Lieutenant Colonel and candidate for Congress in Georgia's 3rd District. Now, I'm running because too many decisions in Washington are being made without listening to the people that they affect, whether it's public safety, veterans care, education, or protecting our constitutional rights. These aren't partisan issues. If you believe our government should work for everyday Americans and not special interests, I invite you to stand with us. Your donations help keep this grassroots campaign people-powered. Every donation fuels our voter outreach, ads, and our shared fight for a better Georgia. Visit MaraKeller.com to donate today. Let's finally serve the people who send us to Washington. And a huge thanks to DJ Kitty Cat 50 for the energy and the spotlight. Let's keep pushing.
At Lovership Apparel, we believe what you wear should remind you of who you are. This is where love meets style. From our signature beautiful hoodies created to remind you to show up as your full authentic self, to our bold Her shirts designed for women who know their worth and wear it proudly. Lovership Apparel is more than clothing. It's a movement. Our comfortable, confidence-boosting leggings move with you, while our statement backpacks carry your essentials and your purpose wherever life takes you. Every piece is intentionally designed to inspire self-love, confidence, and authenticity, because you deserve to wear something that speaks life into you. Whether you're stepping out, showing up, or standing firm in who you are, Lovership Apparel is made for you. Visit lovershipapparel.com and wear the reminder, be you to the fullest.
And we are back. You are listening to Our Plugs of Community Connection on WKRA 92.7, The Change. So today is How's Your Mental? I'm here with my sister, Mrs. Jack, and Counselor Nikki, and we are talking about minority mental health. Ladies, take it away. I'm just going to be in the background flipping.
I wanted to talk real quick about some other factors. Stigma, lack of representation, racial discrimination, poverty, and other environmental factors can impact the mental health of minorities. People in minority groups are less likely to get the mental health care they need than people who are not in minority groups. And like I said at the beginning, poverty, racial discrimination, if you don't have the money, therapy is not cheap. So I was happy when I realized that there are some insurances, like health insurances, that do cover like sessions for mental health therapy. Whoever added that to it, then God bless you, you know. Okay. But those are some of the factors that play into, you know, and then we have the stigma of therapy that some people, minorities, are just not trustworthy of therapists. It's just not in our background. It's not what we do. They used to say, there's nothing wrong with me. I don't need to go see a shrink. I don't need to go talk to someone. And I am a firm advocate of therapy. I had a therapy session today. I am still in grief therapy. Okay. It is for everybody. Everybody experiences the same emotions. We just get treated differently. So you still need to go out and get therapy so that you can talk to somebody. And I'm glad that there are people like Nikki where you can actually request an African-American or a minority, a Black and brown therapist, just like doctors. When we want to see somebody, we want somebody that feels us and understands us. So I'm glad that we do have therapists that people can request, and it makes people more comfortable. So hopefully if you're out there and you're listening and you are a minority, you take a chance on therapy, because sometimes you need a voice that is non-biased. Family and friends are helpful, but they're not really you know, a therapist.
They're not. And I agree with that 1,000%. Not only that, a lot growing up, instead of us seeking therapy from a licensed therapist and someone who can understand us, a lot of us felt like, let's just go to church. And yes, that is great. Hey, of course, yes, go to church. But you also need to have a relationship with God, but you also have to have someone who can hear you out. You know, imagine not being able to express yourself. And sometimes some people are living like that, where they need someone that they can just talk to. And I, you know, me, myself personally, I've been in grief therapy for years now. It never goes away, in my opinion. But I was lucky enough to find this group. This group has saved me. I'm not even going. There's days where I'm having off days, and for whatever reason, one of my sisters or my brothers reaches out, and it feels wonderful. That lady right there, Counselor Nikki, has sent me so many things to help me. She sent me so many things to help me get through, like breathe and listening to different ways to calm myself. And you need that. None of us are exempt. None of us.
Oh, she has helped me too. I've tried to. The thing about our plugs, we have 2 licensed therapists. We have Nikki, we have Coach Nikki, but Nikki will call you. And I don't even know how long we talked one day. And it was after my mom passed, and it was just needed. Yeah. It was needed. And I thank her and I love her for that, because she just does it. And then she'll send you messages. And then I got everybody else sending me messages. So when I say it's a family, it really is a family. But what people don't realize is you need that. You need to feel like you're worth having somebody speak to you. And we got to start telling our children, hey, if something's a problem, talk to somebody about it, so that you don't get out into this world who is going to treat you different because you look different. You're worthy.
Well, thank you, ladies, for that. But I feel the same way. Like I know that it was no accident or coincidence that we all got thrown together in the same little pot. Because like you said, you'd be feeling some kind of way, and then all of a sudden you'll get a message, and you're like, oh, hey, like somebody just felt it. And somebody just understands what you need, and you need groups and people like that in your life. You do. What if your perception of the world is colored by your experiences. So like the generational trauma and the historical trauma that we talk about, think about medically in the past, we couldn't trust anyone because the people who were licensed, the people who were in those positions didn't look like us. And when they did come to our communities, they spread diseases, the Tuskegee experiment. They were taking blood from Henrietta Lacks family till a few years ago, you know, for cancer treatment. Like, we couldn't trust people because of that. So we started telling our kids, hey, to protect us, we're going to pray about it. We're going to go to church. You know, we don't talk about whatever's happening in here. We don't talk about it out there because it can be used against us. You know, if we are getting any kind of help from anywhere, that could be used against us. So we don't say anything. And so we created generations of people who had to hold everything in, who had to act like on the outside, like nothing was going on the inside.
Yeah. Right. And there's a lot of trauma behind that. You know, there's a lot of trauma behind not being able to just be okay with talking about
getting it out.
What I think one of the women, we talk to each other, a lot of us do. But it's hard for men, and that's where I really worry, you know, because of course I have sons and only grandsons, and I want them to feel that it's okay to talk.
Yeah, you want them to feel comfortable enough to come and talk to you and know that there is an option other than you, you know?
Yes.
Nana, grandma, Nana, whatever they call it, it's Nana, right?
Yes, Nana.
Right. Nana, I love you, but I think I need to speak to somebody professionally, you know, make that environment comfortable for your young Black grandsons, you know, and we don't need to feel ashamed or you know, because there's already so much.
Or like something's wrong with them.
Weak.
Right. You're not weak. You're not weak. You're a man. You're growing into this young man. And sometimes you got feelings that you need to talk to somebody about.
Yeah.
You need to deal
with you. The world sees
Melba, you have us.
The angry Black man is what the world sees. They see Black men as the angry Black man. You are either a YN, you are a young thug, or you may be one of the good ones. You know, that's how the world sees you. They're perceived differently. And so when you're thought of as the angry Black man, or you're trying to think, hey, I got to be strong out in the street, but when I come home, I need to have somewhere to vent. And then if
a safe space
special, I need to be able to go a little step higher and go see somebody to talk about even my home life. So there's so many avenues out there for other people. But as a Black man, there is a lot of stigma and there's a lot of things that they got to process that we don't have to process. Like Kitty said, we talk all the time. Yeah. It's easier for us to talk and get stuff off of our chest because, you know, women are looked at as emotional, but we're not looked negatively at for being emotional.
Yeah. Well,
you know, that negative being emotional.
That is true. Yeah. In some instances, I'll say that.
Yeah.
That I agree with you. Go ahead, Nikki.
Think about too, if you are in this country, you don't speak the language, your child speaks the language, but you don't. Oh. You're worried, you know, you're sending your child into this world because you want better for them. And they're supposed to be here. They're here legally. But when they go out, you're saying you can't make mistakes. You can't draw attention to this household. There's nothing that you can be doing out there that's going to bring heat back in here. Yeah. You cannot bring any heat into this household. So no matter what you do, if you go to school and you get in a fight because somebody was bullying you, you're going to be scolded when you get home because then people called us and somebody could have came over here.
Yeah.
You know, so think about that too, how that feels every day going outside with that.
I'm glad you said that because one of my things that I have is there's 4 types of minorities. I'm glad you said what you said. There are racial minorities categorized by observable physical features, skin color, facial traits that a society deems socially significant in the United States. Examples include Black Americans, Asian Native Americans, Alaska Native, and Native Hawaiian. There's also ethnic minorities identified as shared cultural attributes such as language, ancestry, national origin, or religious. Examples include Hispanic or Latino groups, Arab Americans, and specific cultural or immigrant diasporas. There's religious minorities, composed of groups whose spiritual beliefs and practices differ from the dominant religion of a region. Examples are Muslims, Jewish people, Buddhists, or atheists living in predominantly Christian nations. So an atheist living in the United States is a minority. And then there's gender and sexual minorities, distinguished by their sex-linked societal roles. Categories encompass lesbian, gay, bisexual, LGBTQ community. So there's 4 different types of minorities. And it's crazy that she had brought that up, because I had put that in my notes, because we usually tend to think of ourselves. We are a valid minority. We are probably the biggest minority. But then we gotta, see how other people are treated, because they are a small portion of. When we look at the LGBTQ community,
they're like a subset into our minorities. And
exactly. And now be Black and be part of the LGBTQ community. Be Hispanic,
Black and be a woman and
be a woman. Right now, they are hard on Muslims in New York, trying to say that there's a Muslim takeover. It's crazy that we put so many people in the United States in these minority categories and mistreat them. It seems like it's just the norm to who can we discriminate? Who can we pick on? The little guy, the people that are not the big majority of the world. Let's focus on this little group of people and discriminate against them. And it's crazy. And everybody has to deal with their other mental challenges. Imagine going to your therapy, what you're going to talk about, and then go to their therapy, what they have to talk about. It's wild.
It is. And it's so unfair. It's not just unfair, it just doesn't make sense
at all.
When we say leave people alone, imagine a day where everybody minded their own business. The people that are really and truly working towards bettering themselves, the sense of relief that you will get just by minding your own business. One day, just do, if all of us one day shut it down and just mind our own business.
I don't think, I'm trying to remember when I learned that. I know it was while I was in the military. I learned it then. The peace that comes with being alone and by yourself. Because you really have to be alone, learn how to be alone before you learn how to be with somebody.
Yeah.
So I've learned to sit in the stillness and the peace of going to work, coming home, and I'm there by myself. Minding your business, finding a whole day to mind your business should feel some kind of comforting, to know that you're not stressed out about what somebody else is doing with their lives to where you have to discriminate against them. Like Kitty said, find a day, mind your business.
Find one day.
That right now. She get the time. Is that your business? No. Okay, let's leave that there then. Keep it moving. That's something you can learn at a young age. That is not your business.
That ain't got nothing to do with you.
It's taught, it should be taught, it should be a prerequisite to enter kindergarten. And every year you have to test before you can go to the next grade level. If you cannot mind your business, you cannot go to the next grade level. Yes, I know you can read, I know you can write, I know you can do the math, you can do arithmetic. Yes, I get all that. But can you mind your business? There's going to be a lot of 60-year-olds still in second grade.
You know what? We teach that to our children. We teach our kids that don't have nothing to do with you. It's not safe over there. We got to add that into our conversations. That don't have nothing to do with you, but it's actually not safe for you to be all in other people's business.
It's not.
Stay to yourself sometimes.
I think of some of the conversations that I have to have with my child at this young age because of everything that's going on right now. And it just makes me think of when she gets older, what that is, what that's creating within her. You know what I mean? Like what mental health I'm creating because I have to tell her how to stay safe right now when she's not with me, or when we're out, it's like people are kind of targeting women and children When we out here,
How old
we
is
don't
she?
play. We get in the car. We lock the door. 7.
She's
We get in the car. You get in. You don't
Yeah.
fool around. You don't play. We don't do all that. Get in.
Yeah. Get in,
Now.
get out. I don't even
So-
let Lake bring his phone out. You need to pay attention.
Yeah.
Keep your head. I'm teaching him that now. You know,
Mhm.
need to pay attention.
And he's how old?
7.
Yeah.
When we pull
Yeah,
up
that's
to
what
it,
we
Think
surrounded.
other people are teaching their kids
I
what y'all
hope
just
so.
said?
I
Them
hope
other
so.
races, white people
well,
don't have to
you
teach
know,
their kids that.
you know,
They don't.
look, when we pull up to a gas station, before we just jump out, we got to do a sweep of the parking lot. And it's not because we're living in fear. It's because things happen
Yep.
in the blink of an eye. And I'm in a big city. Houston is huge. And I mean, it's spread out. It's huge. Things happen. People are targeted every single day. The smartest thing to do is to avoid conflict, not walk into it. And so I'm teaching this little dude, and he wants to go into the military, but I told him, he said, "Not Nana, by the time I get up, he not even gonna be here no more. So I can go
True
to the
that.
military."
Let's go,
He does that all the
Balake.
time.
Good job, Balake.
Balake tells me all the time he is not gonna be here by the time I go to the military, Nana. And I have to agree with him. However, we still have to teach our young men and women to be careful. You know, we
Absolutely.
share our locations. Don't, if your phone is low, I'm checking your battery. Let's check
Yes.
your phone. He's got an air tag on him. I do not care.
But like you said, you got to stop him from running, wanting to, because back in the day, oh, a fight. What do? We take over and run over there to see it. We got to go see what's going on. Nowadays, you run yourself the opposite
direction.
Watch it on the news because it's not safe. You know, we also need to talk about minority mental health as far as minorities taking lives of other minorities, losing friends that are minorities to other people that look like them. That is detrimental to our young boys, our young men. It's hard growing up having a one person that you think is your partner in crime, and then they're gone, and you feel like you have nobody, because life is short and it can go really quickly. That is another reason to give your children an outlet and somebody to talk to. Parents can't be everywhere. There's some parents that are single parents, and all they have time to do is go to work while you're at school, come home, fix dinner, homework, let's do that, and now the day is gone. You know what I'm saying? So we got to also think about that type of mental health dealing with the street life.
You know, before you get started, Nikki, I was talking to our brother DC. I have someone in my family who's interested in aviation. I would encourage every parent to find out where your child's mind is. What do they want to do when they get older? Do a Google search and find them a mentor, find them a program. I Don't Mind is a devil's workshop. And these kids, they're so much more smarter than we are. I didn't have the internet growing up. They are so smart. So feed into them, pour into them, make sure that they have someone that can help them get to that next level. Go ahead, Nikki.
I love that. I agree with that 100%. Talking to them, feeding into them. There's so many camps and stuff right now out there for all types of stuff, for AI, for all different things. You know, get into some of this stuff, and if that's what they're into, let them do it. You know. But I think something that you guys said that was very important is about choosing the right people to be around, understanding that and being able to talk that through. That can lead to some mental health stuff too. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in this friend group, they kind of accept me, but then maybe they throw racial slurs around every now and again, and we laugh about it.
Slurs.
You know, and I'm giggling because I'm the only one there, so I giggle about it a little bit, and I'm teaching them it's okay to do that. You know, so they're not your friends, and that's not a joke. You know, so talking to them about stuff like that.
And to go along with that, because you might be the person that feel like, I just saw this message come through. I thought all of these people were my friend. I am a teenager dealing with peer pressure. Now I feel like I have nobody. We have a lot of of young minority people taking their own lives.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to understand that we got to talk to our children about peer pressure. You have to talk to them about these friend groups and get their self-esteem built up so that they feel like they have somebody to come and talk to. Make your house available for your children to come and talk to you about what's going on in their lives. They should be running to you and be like, Mama, look at this message that I was in this group, like that. That's how they should look, like that. I was in this group and they said this slur.
And Mama, you go to that child's parents and you ask, are they okay?
Okay, because
are you okay?
Your children.
What are you teaching your children?
Really
why does your child think it's okay to say something to that in a group message?
As a teenager or a preteen or a child.
But we see more and more younger and younger children, they're saying things to adults. They're saying things to other kids. They're out here just, wilding out because they see their parents do it.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's important for minorities to talk to your children about what is not okay.
Right. We give the talks about, hey, you don't talk back, you don't get smart with me, you don't raise your voice to me in our households, but then you see other children be like, little Timmy cussed his mama out. What are you talking about?
Baby, little Timmy, anyway, y'all, keep going. Because I almost had an out-of-body experience. I wish Timmy better not never come to my door. Bet not never come to my door.
You said little Timmy better not come to your door.
He better not never come to my door. And I said that correctly, politically correct. Bet not never come to my door.
The last 2 years, I have had conversations with my child. She's only in the first grade this year. So the last 2 years, I've had conversations with her about comments that some of her little classmates have said to her about her skin color, about her hair. And we talk about how that's not okay and how to handle that in the future. But she's pretty good at knowing it's not okay and how to handle it. And she'll come tell me, and I said this and I did that. But I'm like, we're having these conversations already?
Yes. Bullies come early. Bullies start young.
Bullies come early.
Bully parents, they are learning from their bully parents. So they are going to emulate those people. The last thing I'm going to say is do not let your black child be the only child somewhere with a bunch of young white children. Your child may not come back. That has disturbed me so bad. They have all lawyered up. They have all deactivated their social media accounts.
Are you serious?
5 of those boys went out and they came back. The young black man did not come back. Yes, they have gotten lawyers. They have deleted social media.
They said by the time they got back to the land from the island, their social media was deactivated and they had lawyers.
And went and got a snack before they said that man didn't come back with them. So do not let your children go. And he was 18, I think, 17. I'm not sure it was.
I think it was 18.
That was not a smart decision. Teach your children those are not smart decisions.
They're not. It's not safe.
It's not. We don't live in that type of world anymore.
Yeah. And there's a demonic spirit that lives with these people. Okay. Once you recognize that truly what I'm saying is true, when you look at them, you can see the evil. You can see it. Did you see what Miss Morningstar put in Signal yesterday? She said, "What kind of person is that?" Y'all didn't see it? Please go to Signal and look at it.
I saw it.
Yeah. And then when I was watching the news, it was standing behind from me, and I about lost it. Like, what is that? Oh my!
She didn't used to look like that.
Who is that?
They call it Mar-a-Lago face.
She is rich.
Yeah.
Well, what's wrong with her face?
They call it Mar-a-Lago face because they said that they use so much Ozempic and all that they get so thin. They all start looking like a skeleton. So they call it Mar-a-Lago face.
It's sunk in her. Anyway, ladies,
look manly.
This was a very interesting and informative show. And I truly appreciate you guys for taking the time to actually look up and do the research so we can share this information with our family and friends on social media, as well as in WKRA 92.7 The Change. We truly appreciate you. My guest co-host, any last words? I will start with you, Counselor Nikki.
Okay, yes. The thing that keeps minorities from getting help for mental health is stigma. And changing that and stopping that starts with us individually in our households, right? And there are resources. You can look on NAMI. I always talk about NAMI, NAMI, SAMHSA, which is SAMHSA. Look on those websites, and you can look for specific groups that will be in your community that would serve your needs. Whoever, if you're Black or brown, you can find specific groups for that. Going to your faith leaders is a start, but really working on your mental health is what we need to all start to do and make it okay. We need to all say that it's okay.
Amen. Thank you, Counselor Nikki. I appreciate that. We'll catch you next week with more information. That's what we do. Mrs. Jack, any last words, little sis?
Please make your house, your home, open and honest and comfortable enough for your children to come in and talk to you about things that they're going through mentally, so that they will continue to have conversations with you and at least be able to get it out if they don't want to go to therapy.
Absolutely. Thank you, ladies. I truly appreciate this. This is the conversations that we need to have. And I agree with you, Powerful Black Woman, and all of our family and friends on social media. We appreciate you guys for tuning in, leaving your comments on TikTok. We see you. And this was a good show. All right, WKRA 92.7 The Change, our family out there in Mississippi and Holly Springs. We will catch you guys tomorrow for Political Tea with DJ, the real Duce Poppy. He and I are going to go back and forth because he crazy. And our new guest, his name is, co-host is Incognito Denim. So you guys tune in tomorrow. They're gonna, we're gonna talk about everything that this political atmosphere is giving us. Make sure you are registered to vote. Go to bluevoterguide.org, bluevoterguide.com. Check your voter's registration daily, often. Make sure you check in. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a beautiful day, and don't let anybody steal your joy. Walk away. Them people ain't important. For real.
As we wrap up today's show, we want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in, tapping in, and staying connected to your community.
Remember, this platform exists to uplift Black-owned businesses, nonprofits, creatives, and community leaders who are doing the work that moves us forward.
Make sure you support today's guests. Share the show. Stay plugged into our plugs, because when we support each other, we all rise.
Until next time, keep believing, keep building, and keep shining. You've got this.
You've been listening to Our Plugs, the community connection where communities meet opportunity. We'll see you next time.